Hey everybody, welcome to another Sharpie marker doodle, and today I'm going to take a cue from my last video, which is start with your inspiration, and I'm going to basically draw the exit door to the basement that I live in. So it's a little bit of drawing, and let's just see where it takes me. Okay, let's go! So I've got another fine point Sharpie here, and so you can see from this picture, it's basically the red door in the back. But I'm not going to be concerned really about getting it exact. I'm looking for, like, what is it about the door that basically what's inspiring me about this door? Like how do I get out? So I'm kind of making this I want to make it an open door. So let's kind of shade in what's behind it a little bit. Let's do a weird angle here, and let's get so there's a little lock here. We got the door panels. You can see as you're being inspired. Oh, there's a lot of door panels. There's way more than that. Well, you can see when you're inspired by what's around you. You really can, if you want to go a little surreal, can kind of let yourself go and just kind of play with what are the patterns that you see about you. What do you see in what's next to you? What's in the world? And for this, because I'm basically this is a doodle. I feel like it's I'm cartooning first, and then I'm going to refine things later. But let's see, we got a couple. The angles are going to get goofy, but like I said, this is tossed between a doodle and a sketch. But we're looking for, like, what inspires you. What are the things that spark your imagination? What is it that's keeping things going? So, and then the other day, I drew flowers, so we can actually let's maybe that's what's going on here. Like in the environment that I'm in, let's put some different kinds of flowers down here. I mean, why not, right? This is, we're just basically going to fill out this environment, make it into something that's more than mundane, right? And cartoon first, and refine it later. What is this? Is some kind of weird, like, nest of wires. When you live in a basement, there's a lot of things that are unknown, right? The basement's one of those places when you're a kid you can be kind of scared from, right? What's the weird creaking noise? What's the thing in the corner? What's that? What is that down there, right? What is lurking in the shadows? This weird shape, weird creature. Are there flowers down there? Try the middle. I gotta remember. I have to look up and see what is the middle of the flower called, right? Let's see. I remember there were a couple of different kinds of layers of extra petals. This thing here is kind of some kind of, it's still a creature, right? Not worried, I'm going to draw over lines. Maybe there's a tentacle coming out from behind the door too, right? Because of the fear of the unknown. What's behind the curtain? Let's draw another flower over here. Flower here. This guy's. Let's make a lot of teeth. But, and the thing too is but this monster here, is it scary? I mean, it's living amongst these flowers, so maybe it is. But also maybe it's the one that planted the flowers. What inspires you? For me, I guess it's these weird, creepy little monsters, gizmos, flowers. what's in with the flowers. You can see these are going to get much more cartoony as I kind of fill the space. Let's put a big one down here just so we can have kind of working on that weird shape. What is it about that, you know? Kind of trying to remember a little bit about what I drew yesterday and filling it in. Fill it in the gaps in my memory. Let's go with that. There's something about, you know, once you can kind of give yourself a form, there's no difference between doodling lines and circles and petals of flowers. It becomes part of the language of your drawing. Just to see where it goes. You know, what is it? Let's draw some more petals in here, right? Because you're doodling with a marker, you know, there's no erasing. Don't worry about where your lines are going. Don't worry about making a mistake. Just keep going. And I think that's a rule for life too, right? Just keep going. Things might seem down. Things might seem like they're not going the way you want them to. But then it'll turn around. If you just keep going, doing your best, striving for greatness. If you're doing your best, nobody can ask of you more than that. Okay, we got this stuff going here. Got this weird shape over here. Ran out of space for petals. Let's fill in some other stuff. I think this creature's looking really ragged. Let's draw some more little flowers in here. Get some more texture. And just some scribbly bibblies. Is a nice way of getting in some darks without them being pure black. Let's get some more line work in here. I think I'm going to switch over to the thicker marker so I can play around with what these with some of the darks here. I'm going to switch to the fatty, otherwise known as the chisel tip. And with the chisel tips, what's nice is you can go in with the tip itself, the very tip, or work from the edge, the side edge too. So you can kind of give yourself some thicker, really thick, or come in with this. See how the edge comes in. So if you want to make sure you can control your spaces. Having that the ability to control your line weight is pretty good. The more variety you can give to your line, the more interesting your drawing is going to be, and the more jumping off points you'll have to go from if you want to take it a step further and make this into some kind of surreal painting. Or maybe there's just a part of it that you like. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. I'm thinking about where things are on the page, but that doesn't necessarily mean that even though, like, if this design works, that you're going to make it into a painting, right? I mean, there might be a section that over here, like, okay, I like the way, you know, this part looks down here, maybe. Let's see where we can kind of make the shapes. Thinking about what's the, I think it's called notan. What's the black and white structure of a design? Let's put in this in here. When you're doodling, let your pen dance. Let your creativity flow. There's no rules. No rules in that kind of stuff. So it looks like I've got a pretty decent little doodle here. In terms of I've got some dark lines coming up into the upper part where we, you know, almost like a semi gradient. This little guy over here didn't work out, but let's work out. At least he didn't work out to how my imagination wants to make him, right? But he's all right. It's those basement fears, right? The fear of the basement. What is it that's inspiring you? Is it fear? Is it love? Happiness? Oh, can you be inspired by fear? I think so. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't have horror movies, right? Wouldn't have horror movies, horror books. You know, what is it about the basement or the attic? We don't have an attic here, so I live in the creepy space. All right, let's see. I got this is all dark. Let's make this doorway open a little bit more, and maybe let's change the angle here so that the door is more like accentuated, right? So that the shadow comes through. This black line works its way through as a design. Fill in some of the shapes. Like I say, there's no mistakes. It's just kind of keep playing. Let's put a shadow underneath. See if I can get it. There we go. Trying to get it. I'm trying to angle the marker so that it comes down and across to make a like a thick thin line. All right. Oh, picture's disappearing. That's all right. So there you have it. Oh, let's switch over to the fine point and give it a little signature with a love. So, hey, thanks a lot, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this little monster basement crazy doodle. And if you liked it, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, check out the last one I did, which was Start with Imagination. But this one, we also start with imagination and just let our imagination go a little bit crazy. So, hey, thanks a lot, everybody. I really love you all. And hey, if you can give somebody a reason to smile, you just might get to smile too. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.